Are you completely lost in Armor Reforger? Well, today I'm going to show you how to find your exact location without using the command move tip. The first thing you're going to want to do would be to orient yourself with where you are. I'm making it easy on myself because I'm on the coast and I have very obvious landmarks right there and right there, which are two lighthouses. This tip will translate for other landmarks on this map, like those buildings. I could use that tower smokestack all the way over there. I could use the peak of this hill if I could find it, and other things like that. But just to keep things simple, I'm going to use these lighthouses and maybe those buildings to get it more accurate. So in order to find your location using a compass, obviously the first thing to do is pull out your compass. You can double tap down on your D-pad to pull it out. Now, to use these landmarks to find your location, it's going to be a little bit complicated and you're going to need to use another tool on the map. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is take an azimuth reading of that lighthouse. An azimuth reading is when you put that line right on the lighthouse where your compass reads when you're looking at it. So I'm at 40. That lighthouse is an azimuth reading of 40 degrees northeast of me. So knowing the position of that lighthouse and that it's 40 degrees northeast of me, what I can then do is I can go into the map, find the lighthouse on the map, and pull out the protractor. It looks scary, but it's actually really simple to use. In order to pull out the protractor, all you have to do is hold down on your D-pad. Or you can do left on the D-pad, navigate down to it, and then press A or X on PlayStation. But holding down on the D-pad's a lot easier. So in order to use the protractor, you're going to take it and put it on that lighthouse. Since you know the position of that lighthouse, you're going to place it directly on it. And the reason we take an azimuth reading is because we need to know where to draw our line from, and that degree represents where we start. So the next thing to do is to draw a line. In order to draw a line, you have to pull out your pencil. Now, you can hold up on the D-pad to pull out your pencil. You can also use left on the D-pad, scroll down, and do it that way, but holding up is a lot easier. But anyways, you want to draw a line from 40 degrees, which is your azimuth reading from your position to the lighthouse, and draw it all the way past through this. So what I like to do is I just like to go right on the 40, like on the tip of it here. So if you press A right on that 40, you can draw it. And as long as that line goes directly through the middle of your protractor, you know that's on track for the back azimuth reading of that. And you can extend past your protractor as much as you want. Honestly, the more you do, the more accurate it's going to be, but it's through the center and it's through the back of the protractor. So with that line drawn, the next step would be to take a second azimuth reading using the other landmark. So once again, you're going to want to pull out your compass, line that line up with that other lighthouse, and take an azimuth reading of that. This looks like it's 335. So that is 335 degrees northwest of my position. Now again, you're just going to repeat the same steps going into your map. So once you have your map back up, you already have your protractor here and you still have your line drawn. Now, again, you're going to want to take this protractor and put it directly on the other lighthouse that you're trying to take a gauge of. Once you have your protractor on your next landmark, you're going to want to draw another line and repeat the step that you did with the last line. So you're going to go to 335, which is where my azimuth reading of that lighthouse would be. So again, you're going to repeat the step from the previous line draw, and you're going to draw a line directly through the middle and out the back of your protractor. And again, honestly, the more you do, the more accurate it gets, but I'll just do it right there. So if you look here, with the center of my protractor on each landmark, I drew one line at 40 and the other line at 335, with both lines extending out the back of my protractor. So with that being said, this X is surrounded by this circle. That circle is the Where Am I mod, and that shows my exact location. So just looking at this, that looks pretty darn accurate. I'm going to zoom in even more and see it's a little bit off, but you know, if you're zoomed out, that's as accurate as you're going to get without a mod. So with this tip, you can find your exact location by using the in-game tools and without going to the commanding and then move to find your location. If you enjoyed nerding out with me on this video using compasses and protractors, azimuths and degrees and all that, feel free to subscribe because I get into all the technical nerdy stuff and I love teaching this game to other people and especially new players. I'm trying to go through things that new players can use and veterans might not really know. So I'm just trying to push out there some information to make everybody a little bit better. I know in my recent games, the PlayStation 5 players are getting better at playing the game, playing the objective, and understanding how to play Arma. But hey, on all platforms, there's gonna be brand new players, and as I like to call them, idiots. But hey, they just haven't learned yet. They just don't know. If you run into an idiot while you're out playing, consider sending them a link to my channel, this video, or any of my other social platforms like TikTok, so that way they'll be able to find their ass from their elbow. If you follow and stick around, you might learn something you didn't know in the future, or you might laugh. It's a win-win. So I get something, you get something. Let's just synergize here and make a good old content baby. You know what? Never mind. See you in the next one. Peace!